Yeah.
Hi and Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Harizakwan and I'm going to show you calculation on initial outlay, annual differential cash flow and terminal cash flow. So for the initial outlay, we add purchase price, transportation cost and installation cost, and we will get the depreciable value is 2.8 million ringgit. Next, we add increase in inventory 500,000 ringgit. Then we will get the total outflow is 3.3 million, and then minus with cash outflow, which is sales proceed and tax 25% times loss on disposal. To find the loss amount, cost old machine 4 million minus with accumulated depreciation, then we will get the carrying value is 1.618 million, and then minus with sales proceed 1 million, and we get loss on disposal 618,000 ringgit. After we deduct sales proceed and tax, we can get the initial outlay to 1455000. Okay, next I will present to you the working for annual differential cash flow. First of all, we must find if there is increase or decrease in depreciation. So for the old machine, 4 million minus with 30,000 ringgit of book value and divide for 10 years equals to 397,000. For the new one, 2.8 million divide 5 years, it is mean there is increase in depreciation 163,000 ringgit. After complete the working, we add reduce in salary, utility expenses and wastage. After that, minus increase in maintenance expenses and depreciation. Then we get profit before tax for 47,000 minus with tax to 25%. Then we got profit after tax and plus with depreciation 163,000. After that, we get the DCF 498250.
So now we go to the net present value. So in the net present value, we have the 3 percentage. As firstly is 12%, 10% and 11%. So 12% we take from the question, and 10% and 11% we just use the try and error method. So now we go to the year 0. So the CF for year 0 is 2,155,500 times with 1. So the present value is 2,145,500. So the answer for year 0 for 12%, 10% and 11% is equal. And now we go to the year 1 and year 5. So the CF for year 1 to year 5 is 498,250 times with the PVIFA 3.6048 equal 1,796,091.6. So for the 10% is 3.7908 times with the 498,250 equal 1,888,766.1. And for the 11% is 3.6959 times with the 498,250 equal 1,841,482.818. So for lastly, we go to the year 5. So this for the 5 we use the PVIF. So the CF for the year 5 is 500,000 times with the for the 12%. The CF for year 5 is 500,000 times with the 0.5674 equal 283,700. For the 10% is 0.6209 times with the 500,000 equal to 310,450. And lastly, we go to the 11%. 0.5935 times with the 500 is equal to 196,750. So we get the NPV here. NPV. So for 12% is negative 65,708.4, and for the 10% is positive 53,716.1, and for the 11% is 7267.82 negative. So now we go to the IRR. So now we go to the IRR, internal rate of returns. So to get the IRR, we take the positive income of 10% minus with the negative income of 11%. So now 53,716.1 divided by 53,716.1 minus with the negative 7,267.82 times with the 1%. So why it 1%? Because 10% plus 1% is equal 11%, and we get the answer is 10.88%. So next we go to the last question, is question C. The answer is the company should not proceed the purchase denomination because first is a negative NPV, and internal rate of return below required rate of 12%, and lastly is a high upfront cost. So just it. Thank you so much.
Okay, for the introductions, small and medium enterprise, which is SME, are vital to Malaysia's economy, contributing to job creations, entrepreneurships and national income. They make up over 97% of all business establishments, according to the Department of Statistics Malaysia. Despite their importance, SME face various challenges that limit their growth. This report outlines the Malaysian definition of SMEs and summarizes key issues based on the article, which is the challenges among Malaysia SME, a theoretical perspective, by Nurul Hasana Abdurrahman, Zulnadi Yaakob and Rafisah Madrazi. So, what are small and medium enterprise? In Malaysia, SME are classified based on the number of employees or annual sales turnover. The definitions are as follows. Manufacturing sector, a business with less than 200 employees or an annual turnover not exceeding 15 millions. For the service and other sectors, a business with fewer than 75 employees or an annual turnover not exceeding 20 millions. So, this business operate in a variety of sectors including manufacturing, services, agriculture, construction, and mining. SME are considered the backbone of the Malaysian economy due to their high contribution to employment, innovation, and regional development.
One of the major challenges faced by small and medium enterprises, or SMEs, is accessing financing. Many business owners struggle to obtain loans or financial aid, and there are several reasons behind this. Firstly, many SMEs have a limited credit history or maintain poor financial records. Without a strong financial track record, banks and lenders are hesitant to approve funding. Next, there's often a lack of collateral or valuable assets that can be used to secure funding. Lenders typically require some form of guarantee, and without it, businesses are considered high risk. Lastly, even when financing is available, it often comes with high interest rate and strict loan requirements. This makes borrowing expensive and out of reach for many small businesses. In short, these financial constraints can limit the growth and survival of SMEs. Addressing these issues is crucial to helping small businesses thrive and contribute to the economy. Another critical challenge the SMEs face is the lack of management skills. While many SME owners are highly skilled in their core business or product, They often lack formal training in key areas of business management. For example, they may struggle with financial planning and budgeting, which are vital for managing cash flow and making sound investment decisions. They might also lack expertise in strategic marketing and business development, making it difficult to grow their customer base or expand into new markets. Additionally, human resource management is often overlooked, leading to issues in hiring, training, and retaining good staff. This gap in management knowledge can lead to weak decision making, inefficient daily operations, and ultimately lower competitiveness in the market. In today's digital age, one of the major obstacles for SMEs is their slow adoption of modern technology and marketing strategies. Many small businesses still rely on traditional methods and hesitate to invest in key digital tools. For example, they may avoid using e-commerce platforms that could help expand their sales channels or miss out on online advertising, which is crucial for reaching a wider and targeted audience. They may also overlook digital payment systems, tools that offer convenience and improve customer experience. As a result, these businesses risk falling behind. They may struggle to attract new customers, reduce operational costs, or compete effectively with larger and more tech-savvy companies. This lack of digital transformation not only limits their growth, but also affects their long-term sustainability in a highly competitive market.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Syamil Zikri, and I'm going to talk about investment appraisal. What is investment appraisal? Investment appraisal is a way to check if a project is financially worth doing. It is helping SMEs decide whether to go ahead with things like buying new equipment or expanding their business. There are three common methods used. First is the payback period, which shows how long it takes to recover the initial investment. The second is net present value, or NPV in short, which looks at the future cash flow compared to the project cost. If NPV is positive, it means the project is slightly profitable. The third is the internal rate of return, or IRR, which tells us the expected rate of return. If the IRR is higher than the required return, the project is considered acceptable. Next, moving on to decision-making advice for SMEs. To support SME decisions, the government offers grant and incentive like the SME Digitalization Grant to reduce investment costs and increase project viability. When deciding, SMEs can use the payback period if they need quick returns or have tight cash flow. But for long-term investment, when comparing different projects, NPV and IRR are more reliable. Besides financial results, SMEs should also consider non-financial factors such as improving efficiency, adopting digital tools, and upgrading staff skills. This can have a big impact on long-term success. So for the conclusion, besides the challenges SMEs face, making the right investment decision is just as important. Investment appraisal plays a key role in helping SMEs decide where to spend their money. By using techniques like NPV, IRR, and payback period, SMEs can make smarter financial choices that match their budget and long-term goals. That's all from me. Thank you.